Wow, he can really go places when he rolls like that. So I've gone ahead and made some of these towels already. I did have footage of the making of it, but I kept on running into problems and making mistakes, mainly this mistake. I kept on forgetting to put the presser foot down, um, and as you can see, if you don't put the presser foot down and you sew anyways, you end up with all these little loops, and I was getting really frustrated. So I stopped filming, and then I moved forward with just running through some practice ones. Actually, ended up having like 4 or 5 practice ones with little mistakes on them before realizing that I can just cut off the edges and serge them over again instead of starting a new one each time and wasting all the fabric. So at that point, I stopped and I started just working on one that I kept on making mistakes on, cutting off the edges, serging, cutting off the edges, and serging, trying a couple different methods with the corners, seeing if I could turn it while it was in the machine, which didn't really end up with the types of corners that I wanted. So right now, I'm settling on this, just serging all the way down, stopping, taking it out of the machine, putting it back in the other way, and then serging all the way down. Um, and using that to serge the ends of the thread from the previous uh, side into it so that my finishing is a little bit easier. And once I felt a little bit more confident on this guy, which as you can see is like a lot smaller than when it started, I went back and started working on these again. So, and then by that point, I realized that I had accidentally deleted all my previous footage, and now we're starting over again. So I have a few done and ready for finishing here that I think turned out really nice. I'm really liking this green thread, how it's playing with everything else. I'm still not completely confident about finishing off these chains, but I looked some stuff up and I'm going to try out a few methods, so we'll see. I still have quite a few left to even put through the machine here that are ready to go. So we're going to do that next. And my pile of scraps has definitely gotten quite big. So now we're going to move forward and get some more serged. We'll check in once these are done, and then we can talk finishing.
Your parka's so muddy too, Ozzy, because you keep dashing. It wouldn't, like, just wait for me.
Psst, psst. Ozzy. I have to admit, I have been pretty daunted by the idea of finishing all these towels. Even though I did my best to minimize the amount of chains left over as much as possible, there are quite a few that need to get woven in. I've done a few practice runs for a few different methods to finish these off, and what I've settled on for this project is to use a crochet hook because I don't have one of those special needles that people recommend using. So I'm going to use this teeny tiny crochet hook to weave in each chain about an inch underneath the existing stitches, and then trim that down and glue the corners with fray check. I tried to find fray block, but I couldn't find any in stores near me. So that is what I have decided to do with this project. Hopefully everything stays together. I guess only time will tell. So here are some of the towels finished. It took quite a bit to weave everything in, but I'm actually really pleased with this practice project. And the fray check really isn't all that bad. I have an idea for what I want to use these for, and I'm going to show you that next.